right, what is up, guys? I told you I'd be back tonight, and I'm excited to be back. I'm going to be working on my display a little bit tonight, but I decided I wanted to show you guys some more figures. Give me 1 second, because I've got to try to pull something up so that I can see your comments before we get started, and hopefully we can. I don't know what restricted mode is. I'm trying to fix something real quick with my wife's. I don't know what restricted mode is on her thing. I'll figure it out later. I don't have time now because we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. So let me get to my page, and I apologize for this. You guys give me a couple seconds. All right.
Look at my phone.
You can look at it right there, I guess, if you can see that. All right, so yeah, what I was saying is we're gonna be looking at Pennywise tonight. We're gonna look at two different Pennywise figures. We're gonna be looking at the quarter scale It from the new movie, and this is one that I've been wanting, and this is one that I really was excited about. And then I wasn't so excited about it because I feel like we're getting a little crazy with Pennywise right now. Like, there's so many different Pennywise figures coming from so many different makers, and NECA has really just saturated the market with all the different looks for Pennywise, when what I feel they should have done was come out with a base figure and then just come out with accessory packs that offer the different head sculpts for a discounted rate. I think that would have been a little smarter than keep releasing the same figure, in my opinion, over and over and over and over again. So I got two other Pennywises. I've got the one with the balloon that says "Welcome to Derry," and I'm looking right now just to make sure. And then I've got the one that came out with the initial balloon as well. So I've got just a couple of them. I don't have all of them, but and now all of a sudden my freaking balloon doesn't want to stay up. Typical for a video. So yeah, I think NECA didn't necessarily handle that all that great, but it is what it is. We got a lot of Pennywise stuff out there right now. Now, I was gonna order that big statue that's like $3,000, and that was another reason I wasn't gonna get the quarter scale. But I decided that I was gonna go ahead and get this instead of that for a couple reasons. Reason number one is that I've also pre-ordered the Hot Toys Pennywise that went on sale. I guess it was late last week. So I'm going to have a 1/6 scale Pennywise, which I'm super excited about, in the Bill Skarsgard look as opposed to the Tim Curry look. And I only have so much room in my collection at this point, guys, just like probably most of you. So I have to really be careful and pick and choose the stuff that I want to get. And there's just too much overkill and overlap with Pennywise right now. So I decided to kind of go this route instead. This figure does cost anywhere between $115 and $139 depending on where you get it from. This quarter scale figure is amazing. I watched a couple different reviews, so after I saw that I was really confident in getting it, and I went on ahead and readjusted my pre-order, so I was able to get it. I also have the Toony Terror here. This is the Tim Curry, and I really like that Pennywise as well. I just like the old look of Pennywise. I've been watching a lot of videos online where people compare the two, and they say which is better, Bill Skarsgård or Tim Curry as Pennywise. And I think that Bill Skarsgård is more true to what it is like in the novelization and what I would think Stephen King would imagine him to look like. And I think Tim Curry is more creepy because he just looks like any clown you've ever seen until he's not. And that's the difference. I would be scared of Pennywise, of Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise regardless. I would never go up to him. Whereas I wouldn't think anything of the Tim Curry Pennywise if I were to see him until he showed his teeth. And so, what's wrong?
It had restriction mode on. I had to go into it and turn it off.
Oh, okay. So that's, you gotta like be quiet. You can talk because it's just us talking. So that's what I think. About the two differences between the Pennywises. What do you think? Like, do you think that out of them two, which one's more scary to you?
They both creepy. I'm scared of both of them. I think the old one scared me the most.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Probably nostalgia from like being a kid.
Doing it.
Yeah, we can read. Just come out and tell me whenever somebody says just stop me, whatever I'm saying.
Something game M8 feed repeat. Give my boys Adrian and Eli a shout out.
What's up, Adrian? What's up, Adrian and Elias? Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Hope you had a great Friday the 13th. I sure did. And what's up, Mr. Hernandez from Denver, Colorado? I'm taking a little bit of time because I do want to preface what's going on and why my thoughts are what they are. I know a lot of people are, like I said, there's so much Pennywise stuff out there. I've even stopped collecting pops of him because it's just too much stuff. It's just like over the top. And there's a lot of great channels out there that have dedicated everything to their whole collections to Pennywise. And I love the character, but I'm not going to go that far. Let's see. We've got...
Bruce.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Bruce? That classic terror. I got some stuff. So if you guys just hang out... my wife hates it when I go long because she's got other stuff to do, and I appreciate her being in here with me. But you guys are welcome over there at Game M8 Feed Repeat. So yeah, my wife gets mad when I go a little long. I'm gonna try to not go as long, but I do have a lot of things I want to talk about, just to kind of put stuff into context for you. So, you guys, if you didn't watch the video from last night, if you go to, it's acting weird on YouTube, it's good, but I do have it linked as the feature video on my channel. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet, where I talk about the quality control with these Toony terrorists. My Jason has some issues with one leg being longer than the other, and it drives me nuts, but whatever. I like the figure. I don't like that. I do not have the Skarsgard version of Pennywise yet in the Toony Terrors, and I don't have Freddy. I am going to get those at some point, but I'm not the biggest Freddy Krueger fan. I do like him as a character, but I'm not the biggest fan. I'm more of a Michael Myers Jason kind of guy. And I do like it. I always like it, and I like, if I had to pick, I like personally the Tim Curry version, because that's the one from my childhood that really scared me. And that's nothing against Bill Skarsgard. I do like him as it as well, but I like Tim Curry better. Just my opinion. Now, I suspect this year we're also going to get a quarter scale figure of this Pennywise, and I'll be shocked. It'll be so amazing if we can get a quarter scale, but we'll see what happens and see how that goes. If we can get a Tim Curry version. So, you guys know what time it is. I'm getting into the position so I can kind of see what's going on. And we're going to go ahead and get into this stuff. And hopefully, I can break it down. So, let's go ahead and move the big guy for right now. And let's focus on little dude. Oh, this thing's heavy too, you guys. And let me do some rejiggering of cords and everything so we can get in there and you can kind of see how it all is going to look. I'm on manual focus too, you guys, just so I can make sure that you have the best, sharpest experience possible.
Hernandez said, for me, Jason is the man. Jason, where he's is my hero and idol.
Yeah, Jason's sick, man. I love Jason too. And last night was exciting. I was a little bummed out because I work like 3 jobs, you guys, and you know, I'm not rich or anything. That's how I can afford all this stuff. And my wife's cool. She allows me to collect this stuff. A lot of wives don't. But, you know, I'm not going to say they don't, but they have an issue with wives and girlfriends with you collecting. And I think it's a great way to invest money. You could be doing a lot worse. But I work a lot of jobs in order to afford all this stuff. And it's just things, you know, the people are important. But I do enjoy looking at it. That's why I like to take it out of the box. I do want to do a discussion. We are going to, me and my friend Chris are going to have a podcast at some point, and my buddy Jonathan as well, where we talk about a lot of different pop culture things. So I will be announcing that shortly. We're going to kick that off in the fall. So yeah.
Got a cool life. You got that.
Josh is here as well. Josh might be on the podcast. We'll have to see because he's a busy man. But we are going to have a podcast and we're going to see how it goes. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
so
right.
We'll try to sort it out. But I do want to do a pop culture podcast coming up. Let's get to the toys. So we got Pennywise here. He has a Bozo the Clown look. If you guys remember Bozo from the 90s, I remember that show. I really liked it. And let's zoom in just a bit more so that you can get a better look. There you go. Right up front it says Toony Terrors, Pennywise, and it has it on the marquee behind him. So that's really nice. On the back you have the library scene, the bookcase. I don't know if you guys remember that if you saw the miniseries, but on the miniseries, that was where he had all the blood and stuff popping in the balloons, and it was kind of goofy for the miniseries because people were like flinching when right before the balloon pop, and they weren't supposed to be able to see it. It was supposed to be make believe or like a hallucination. Only the losers were supposed to be able to see it. Go look it up online. It's stupid. It was the best they could do. A lot of people like try to compare the movie with the miniseries, and they call the miniseries an original movie. It's not the same. The budget wasn't the same. Tim Curry, his acting, and there was some other cool folks in that too, not just Tim Curry, but the acting was hit or miss. Tim Curry was great as Pennywise. I think the kids part played out better than the adults part in the original miniseries, but very different than studio motion picture with a huge budget. So I just want to make sure that I kind of make that clear. got on the rant. So these are Toony Terrors. They're about $10, so they don't come with great articulation. What you do get though is a very stylized look for your character, whatever your character is, and I'm cool with that. My Pennywise came with an orange balloon, which I think Pennywise's balloon should always be either red or blue, personally. But you know, it is what it is. I'm looking. I've never seen him with an orange balloon, but you know, it is what it is. It's a nicely done balloon for the most part. And let's go ahead and pull him out, and then we'll get a close up. I do have something to cut with tonight, so that is awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna need it though, so let's see. Boom. So I'll rip that right out, and there's Pennywise the dancing clown. And I think he looks really good. Like I say, he looks like Bozo. I'm gonna sit him down so that you can see. Now, in this case, it's fine for NECA to have him kind of standing at an angle, because this specific figure is supposed to stand at an angle because he's kind of got a little bit of a cant going on. Let me grab something real quick. So hold on, guys. I want to show you something in my display, and I hope I don't knock everything over, because I do have, and this is how I know NECA is spying on me. This is proof NECA is spying on me. This has been in my case for, I don't know, a year, however long it's been since this thing's been out. I'm knocking stuff over. I just knocked Bill Skarsgard over. I'm sorry. This is my pose for the NECA Pennywise. Now you tell me. I want you to see. I'm not making this up. That's how I pose my Pennywise from NECA. And then there's the Toony Terror. So you guys tell me what you think. I think NECA spying on me, and they need to stop it or give me a royalty check. But I love the way that looks. I never showed you guys this. I made a video and I didn't like it, so I never posted it. But I did a full video on this guy. I've got two of these. I've got one with alien hands as well. But this is really, really, really cool. And I think the Toony Terrors looks, some people complain, like I think Review Spot, and I like Spot, but I think he complained that this doesn't look Toony enough. Well, a clown, I mean, with it being a clown, I don't know what else he wanted. I get what he's saying, but I don't know. I think that looks fine. Personally, you guys let me know what you think. But yeah, this is what it is. Let's go ahead and remove my amazing NECA Pennywise, and hopefully he doesn't fall, because it was hard to get him into that pose. Now, the biggest complaint about this figure is that it's hard to get the balloon in the hole on his hand. Let's go ahead and get the close-ups real quick so you guys can see it. The hair looks good as far as I can tell. The hands look good. I mean, he looks like a clown. The buttons look good. The suit looks good. He looks just like a clown, as best I can tell. He has pretty good facial. Has a good facial expression. I think. Let's see if his head will move or swivel or tilt or anything. Let me go so I can see what I'm doing. Side profile. Popped it right off the ball joint. There we go. You can tilt it forward just a little bit, but you gotta be careful with that ball joint. You can tilt it up just a little bit. He does have that George Jefferson afro, but a little bit more accentuated. He can look both ways. The eyes look good. This arm will only move out, so his arms are fixed up. I do like, if you're gonna pick this pose, the hands can swivel. Then you've got where the balloon is, and I'm gonna widen that hole out. I think a lot of people have been complaining that this hand hole here is having some issues, so I don't know if this balloon is gonna go down in it. Yeah, it's getting stopped. So this balloon is not going to sit in there because it's already, I don't know how well you guys can see that because I'm not working the camera right now, but it's already starting to come apart at the edge. So I'll fix that later, and then I'll situate this in his hand, but it should look something, we'll make believe. Actually, we'll make believe like this. It should look something like this. Let's actually do this. Because I don't care. This is my toy. Stupid finger. There we go. Now, it is wrapped around his hand, but who cares, right? It's my toy. Ta-da! And I'm going to show you a pull out. That's just one way to get around that stupid thing. And let me curl the bottom up like that. There we go. Let me show you a better shot of that so you can see what I just did here. Now, from a distance, and most people looking at this, nobody's going to know I didn't go through the little stupid finger hole, which I recommend you not do. But unless you just want to start digging into the toy, it ain't worth it. Just wrap it around the hand like I did, and you'll be just fine. Nobody's going to see him from the back. And depending on how you have him displayed, he's going to be just fine. I mean, if you want to have him, and I've got a lot of hang time with that balloon, so if you want to turn him more this way, which you can, that'll be fine as well. I'm going to display him more forward facing, like so, like that. And I want to have that balloon falling away just a bit, like so. And I'm going to have that hand twisted out a bit and have that balloon still coming up, just to give a little bit more realism of how a balloon works. So yeah, I like the way that looks. Let me show you this balloon up close, because I did want to show it to you. I think it looks fine. He looks really good holding it. That's a little bit closer shot of that. So I don't have any issues with this at all. I think it's a fine setup. So this is the Toony Terrors. I want to show you one other thing here before I pull all the way out. I want to show you the back of his head just so you can see what the hair looks like from the back. Because it is sculpted pretty good, and I did want to share that with you just so you can get an idea of what that looks like. So it's a really cool figure. I do recommend picking this guy up. You do have an issue with the balloon going in the finger. I'm not finna deal with all of that, and you saw the hack. So hopefully that serves you guys well. Good luck with that. And boom, there's your Curry Toony Terror. All right, let's go ahead and remove him, and let's get to what you're probably watching this video for, which is the big boy. All right, let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's get this guy up here. Let me reposition everything. Freaking sicko clown, sicko the clown. I do, like I said, I really like this figure a lot. It's just something about how he looks that's like crazy, and it's huge, as you can tell. We're gonna get him out of the box and do an actual measurement, but it's a big figure. Bruce says, "Look awesome. The classic pen is my favorite." Yeah, me too, Bruce. I agree. Let's go ahead and take this guy out, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty. Got my X-Acto still here. The box, by the way, the front window presentation is amazing. I do love Georgie being up front here with Pennywise with the balloon over his face. That's just something he does very well. Like I said, it in the corner down there. Side profile, you have Pennywise looking for hiding or coming from behind the balloon. You've got it again on the back. Just a large presentation of it standing there with the balloon and those eyes looking wonky. I love when NECA does these bigger figures. I have a lot of them. If you guys want, I will do a video just showing you all my quarter scale NECA figures. I've got a ton. Just behind me here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this case. I've got all the turtles, and I've also got the City Hunter Predator, and I just think these things are fabulous. But in my room, I have all the heavy hitters over my desk because I do like to look at those in my bedroom. On the back of the box here, it says includes 3 hand accessories, or 3 hands, I'm sorry, and balloon accessory. 7 young outcasts band together to battle an ancient shape-shifting evil that emerges every 27 years to prey on their town's children. And he eats more than just children. I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't seen the movies, but he's an equal opportunity eater. So, yeah. Pennywise is a bad dude. On the other side, you get just a shot of him looking super creepy. It says it at the top, NECA Real Toys. Let's get him out of the package. And for the money, you can't get better stuff. You can't get better toys than these quarter scale figures, you guys, from NECA. They're just really good for the money. You can't beat it. We'll put this up for right now. We don't need it. Let's cut these stupid things. Boom. Boom. Right off the bat, his outfit is amazing. The little bells around his wrist. I hadn't really ever paid those any mind up until now, and they look freaking great. This is awesome. Good job, NECA. Is there one around his neck? Something. Yeah. Dang, but they got the neck too. Free Pennywise. Make a t-shirt. Alright. Come on out of there, buddy. And there he is, you guys. And he looks freaking awesome. Let's try to see if we can get him to stand, because he's got some real narrow feet. And I don't know how well he's going to stand all together, because, to be honest, I don't think the 7-incher stands all that great. But we'll see how it goes here. Let's get this feet adjust this foot. Does the ankle go? I guess I have to turn the bottom. Doesn't have an independent ankle. Now let's see if I can push that back a little bit. There's a lot of weight on these things. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And the legs are really good this time. So shout out NECA. Yes. He's standing up straight. He looks freaking scary as crap. The only accessory he comes with, it says 3 hands. 2 of the hands are on his body. But the only other accessory, mine has like a weird thing with the hair. So I don't know what's going on there. Like the hairline is not quite connected. This face isn't on the hairline, but you know, whatever. Let's get that hand out with that balloon. Balloon is also locked in. So we'll get that out, get that hand out. That thing is freaking huge. So we'll get that up here in a second. I like that they already threaded the hand through the balloon through the hand. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and pull out just a little bit so we can get a measurement, because he's tall. So let's get a measurement for him first. Man, this thing looks good. He is about 20 1/4. So if you say he's 20 1/4 inches, that's pretty tall, you guys. He's huge. Let's look at articulation real quick so I can see. Turn him sideways. He stands up really well. He can look down really far. He can look up pretty good. his arm bends at an angle there. It can't go out all the way because of this little fluffy part at top, and this is hard. I wish that would have been soft like this is really soft, but it's fine. Let's look at his legs. His little skirt is soft as well, so that's cool. But you know, he's got ratcheting legs, which is awesome.
You see no comments?
I haven't. I've been over here.
Bruce said it looks awesome. The classic Pennywise is his favorite. Hernandez said ooh, and Josh said they got him locked up.
Let's see. Let's take this hand off and put the balloon on. If you're gonna display Pennywise, you got to do it with the balloon, right? Now I got to figure out how to keep it straight because my
head looks tall.
Huh?
Looks tall.
What does?
That statue? What? See? Pennywise?
He is tall, baby. Man, did I get the hand in out of the way? That hand's kind of hard to go in, you guys.
You have to bring that balloon down.
I got to figure out how this balloon is going to sit up.
Is that a real balloon?
I know, I wish. It's at...
That was stupid.
I'm trying to figure out how to position this thing, y'all, so it'll sit down the right way. Because this balloon is heavy. Top heavy as crap.
Maybe you should pull it down some.
Maybe I pull his arm back a little. And I want it to come out. And I'm probably gonna maybe do a little bit of glue or something. I gotta figure out how I want to do this. It is down. This balloon is kind of a B-I. You know the rest.
Yacht.
But I'm trying to figure out the best way to position this so he don't tilt forward on my shelf, because I want him in a natural pose. This hand is weird, so let me pull this out. Even though they giving it to us the correct way, I'm probably gonna put a little bit of glue on this hand to keep it right. Just a dab, because that's the real issue, is keeping this hand together. So
Bruce said he's out toy hunting. He has to go. Thanks for sharing.
All right, Bruce, man, have fun. Hope you find something good. All right, so I'm just kind of looking here at how he might look. He's kind of looking down. I'm just making adjustments live, guys, and once I get him set, I'll show you close-ups. But it's kind of a pain in the butt to get this right. I guess if I can balance it off the ground.
Are you gonna cut that?
No, I need it to be. See, that balloon is weird. Like,
It leans.
they got this balloon on some sort of NECA stand or something. That ain't no way, because that balloon's got to be on something to sit up. It's not gonna sit up.
Are you missing something? Did you get everything?
Yeah, I did. But see how you see how it wants to bloop bloop. I don't know how well I can articulate what it's doing, but it needs to sit on something. I'm gonna sit it on the ground now like a little walking stick. That's probably how I'm gonna display him. That'll work. I'm gonna put something under there as a base, but holy smokes, that's creepy. My wife's gonna be scared. She wake up in the middle of the night. That is freaking creepy, you guys. Oh man. Let me slide just a bit. I want to bring the lights down just a little bit because I want to show you guys how creepy he actually looks. Let's get into his face. Look at that. That's freaky.
Yeah,
Holy smokes. That's like creepy as crap. He like gonna eat you. He gonna come alive and eat you right there. That is freaking awesome. I love this thing. If y'all are like NECA fans, I don't care if you don't have the space. This is like a must buy. They killed it. This is, I don't know, man. And I love that Michael Myers that I just got. This figure is miles better than that Michael Myers, just in detail alone. Because there's not a lot to Michael, and I love Michael. But man, this is probably my best quarter scale that I have. People will look at this and think this is a much more expensive figure than it is. He's got the bells tied off around his calves and around his wrists. He's got those really long, lanky, like wrestling boots, I call them, with the pom-poms on the feet. I just hope he doesn't fall forward on camera. That would be bad. He's got the pom-poms on the chest. Just an amazing specimen. And I'm sorry it took me so long. I know y'all like, stop apologizing, fool. I'm sorry it took so long to get this done. But, man, this is awesome. Wow. I don't even want to move him. He looks so good. That is just a very polarizing figure. He's huge. Alright, let's go ahead and do a comparison real quick. Just to show you guys, I want to put my custom Pennywise in there. This is, got to bring Tim back into the mix. He's hiding his face now because, yeah, this is freaking awesome. It's a custom. I custom haired it and everything. Eat battery acid. So that's the difference, just to show you the difference between a 1/6 scale and a quarter scale. That's about a 12-inch, and that's almost double. So that just kind of shows you the difference. And there's my battery acid face that I repainted and rehaired right there, which I think looks really good. Custom outfit as well. And I made these balloons. I've got all the colors, but I chose to display them with the blue because I think it looks really good. And I went all metal. I didn't paint it white. I was going to, but I got lazy. So, fully articulated, 1/6 scale Pennywise. And the detail here is no slouch. And I have the other head in the case behind him. You guys can't see back there that well, but there's the regular Pennywise head right there on a stick. But yeah, this dude, oh my God, that's creepy.
Yeah, he is creepy.
That is, with his head tilted, that's the best look for him. Tilt that head with those eyes up. Man, that is nasty. Like, that needs to be the thumbnail. Whew, that is sick. NECA killed it. The only thing that I would do, just because this is bothering me, is get rid of that little side where you can see that line where that balloon was sculpted, because it is two parts together. There we go. Otherwise, man, look, you guys, this is freaking awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, guys, let's see what else we can do here. Let's go ahead and look at one more Pennywise with this Pennywise. The one that makes the most sense, which is 7-inch version, just so you can see the difference here. And there's really no comparison here, figure to figure. And I'm just setting him up. There's no comparison figure to figure. And that's a great figure too. But look at how little he is compared to him. And that's a solid figure as well. But, I mean, God almighty, that's awesome. I'm like starstruck. Let me show you an up close. And I do recommend with these NECA figures using these NECA stands. They got them in black and clear. I use them. I like them in clear over black because I have a glass display. But you know, to each his own. I love that shiny red on that balloon better. On the 7-inch, I wish they would have given us shiny instead of the denser plastic on the big one. I may make my own balloon and do something with that later. But I think that looks good. I don't think it looks horrible. But, I mean, again, look at the detail here. And I just want to show you. Look at the details. And they're fine as opposed to the big guy. It's just no comparison. He just looks so demonic. Get that shot back. Boy, that is creepy. That is creepy. Wow. I'm just admiring the scope work. NECA did a good job. Look at the hair. You can do so much with this quarter scale. This thing's amazing. I paid $119 even for this, free shipping. He's worth every penny. I would pay $200 for this. That's how good it is, you guys. And NECA didn't pay me. This is, I'm doing this out of mine and my wife's pocket. So nobody's paying me. This figure is legit awesome. I'm not going to compare him to other quarter scales because I really don't feel like trying to get all that stuff down tonight. That's another video where we'll do a comparison of all my quarter scale figures. But this guy's in the top 2 or 3. And I love all of them. But this is freaking next level. So there you go, guys. This has been my unboxing and review of Pennywise the Dancing Clown. And Lil Pennywise, aka Toony Terror Pennywise, who's way down here at the bottom. Tim Curry, Bill Skarsgard, both versions. Wow. Take care, you guys. Have an amazing night. I do have the new SH Figuarts Goku Blue from the Broly movie. I will be talking about that later. I've got a lot of other stuff still to unbox and review to get to that I haven't dealt with. So as we get into Halloween and the holiday season, got a lot to show you. Hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. Share my videos, like it, tell a friend. Help me get to 30,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Have a great weekend, a great rest of the night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.